your boy Blackblade Uchiha coming to you with another video in this game called Black Deck. Now one they have one event going on right now. It's the card collector tournament here. As I showed in the previous video, it just popped up yesterday. So if you are playing in it, cool. If you can't get as far as you want to go, like you want to get up here in the top 3 or top 4, that's okay. Not everybody's going to get there. All right, it's 3 days left. It was, at the time of recording the previous video, it was 4 days for the actual tournament. So there's 3 hours and 20 minutes left. I mean, 3 days and 20 hours, excuse me, left. As long as you place in the top 20, you're at least going to get 2,500 coins. At least the lower half of the top 10. All right, you're going to get 2,500 coins. If you place in 5th through or 10th through 6, excuse me, then you get your 5,000 coins, and it looks like you get a chicken. All right, everybody gets a chicken and 5,000 coins from 6 to 10. Then 10 or 5 and 4 get the same thing: 5 3-star chickens and some gems. All right, and then that's when you have a little differences with the top 3. They get rank 4 chickens, rank 3 chickens. That's a lot. Rank 3 chickens right there. Rank 4, rank 5, rank 5, and a summon. And then the amount of gems you get is very, very different. But like I said, do what you can. You don't have to go crazy with this. But really quick, I wanted to go over a certain faction, or go over the factions that are in the game. So without further ado, let's start from the top. Actually, we're gonna go through the heroes really quick, and I'm gonna go through one faction at a time, so the videos are not too long. We'll go over the heroes. We have Madi Harris Saldal, I think that's how you pronounce it. We're gonna go over all the heroes' oral skills first, then we're going to her actual skills if they have any. All right. So this guy buffs other desert allies by 15% of this card's max strength. Okay, not bad. And this actual ability is heals other melee allies by 10% of this card's max strength every 2 turns. If you book it out, it becomes every turn and 40% of his max strength, which is not bad. It's a healer, but it only works for melee allies, so just keep that in mind. This guy, Kendrick Paladin, I just got him today, actually, and it's part of the 30-day login. The first 30-day login, you get him at the end of the first 30 days that you log in. This is Kendrick Paladin. All right. His aura skill, but he buffs all island enemies by 15% of this card's max strength. Okay. This one has buffs itself by 5% of this card's max strength whenever an ally with shield attacks. They don't have to kill, they just have to attack, which is okay. And lastly, other skill, shield to another random ally first 2 times it attacks. So when this card attacks, it puts shield up to 2 times, on the minimum up to 6 times maxed out. So it's not bad. Again, he's one of the heroes that you do get at the end of the 30-day login, the initial 30-day login. Let's go to the next one. You got Sithon, Lord of Flies. Sithon, however you say it. The aura debuffs all mountain enemies by 15% of this card's max strength. Okay. Then it has an ability debuffs by 20% of this card's max strength when it attacks. So it debuffs a card's strength when it attacks. I don't know if it's after it attacks or before it attacks. I don't know how that plays out. If you have this card, comment down below and let us all know how that card interacts. Buffs other melee allies by 5% of this card's max strength. It can be booked up to 25%. And this booked up? Yeah, this can be booked up to 50% debuff. Okay. And this one, other allies deal damage to enemies by 10% of their strength when they die. So there's an artifact set called the Bomb Set, and they have a similar emblem for the Bomb Set. So pretty much this card gives you a bomb for all your cards. So this would be really good in arena defense. Really good in arena defense. I would love to know how this card really interacts with resurrection cards. I will be going over the bomb set in a future video. But I want to know how it interacts with resurrection cards and stuff like that. Summons as well. You know, that'll be something to see. I want to see that. Then we have Hosen Wild Horde. Right, its aura skill buffs other melee allies by 15% of this card's max strength. Okay. Alright, and then it says heals itself by 10% of this card's max strength every turn. Can be booked up to 35%. That's a lot of books. A lot of legendary books, and legendary books are not easy to get. Alright, debuffs a random range card by 15% of this card's max strength. Every turn up to 5 times, can be booked up to 40%. Alright, and this last skill buffs another random melee ally by 10% of this card's max strength when the first 3 times it attacks. Can be booked up to no limit and 35%. That's interesting. There's a lot of melee buffing in these heroes. And the last hero that we have is Tulip Sweet Song. Its aura ability buffs other allies with poison elemental type by 15% of this card's max strength. Okay. It has shield for itself. It's fine. Buffs another random ally by 10% of this card's max strength the first 3 times it attacks. Okay. And then this one does confusion. Confuses when it attacks, causing the enemy to damage their own ally by 20% of their max strength at the end of their turn. Okay, so to clarify that, if you don't understand that part, if you ever seen Pokemon has this thing where the Pokemon can get confused. If it's hit by a certain psychic attack, it can cause confusion. And what will happen is, if say it has another Pokemon that it's working with, it will attack that Pokemon instead of the one it's supposed to be fighting. Same thing here, but at the end of your turn, if you were attacked by this card or card that uses confusion like this, you would end up attacking your own card at the end of your turn. You don't have to attack a specific one. There's going to be one random that I'm aware of. It doesn't say anything specific like that, like the one right next to you, one right above you, type of thing. No, it just says it attacks a card, an ally. So it's going to attack one ally with 20%. So it's going to weaken you a little bit, but it is good for arena defense. Okay. All right, and we're just going to go over a couple key cards in here, maybe just one, to be honest. So one card two cards actually. This card, Sphinx, if I'm not mistaken, is in the fragment portion of the game, where you go through the tower and you get random fragments for at first 3 cards, and then it goes to 2 cards, and then 1 card, and then none. As you progress and you get more of the fragments, but he's one of the fragment cards. He has confusion, and he has heals itself when it attacks by 10% of its own max strength. It can be booked up to 25%. And then this card is has resurrection and can be booked up to 130% strength when it's resurrected, and it can attack 2 at random. So this is a solid card. I've been playing around with it. Again, in a future video, I am going to go over the bomb artifact set. But that's all I have for you today. Like, comment, subscribe, and holler back at your boy. Peace.